And welcome back to the Ultimate Pool USA Arena for the evening session on day 3. And this is probably my favorite part of the weekend. Stephen Wyatt and Tony Holgate on the commentary team with you. And this is the mixed pairs. And Tony, we had the privilege of calling this match in Arizona, the winning match for Dave Matlock and Jordan Hellfrey when they won their mixed pairs title. But they've got a very, very tough opponent here. This is Eylul, or Lulu, Kibaroglu and Dennis Hatch.
Yeah, we've also seen Dennis Hatch earlier playing in the Open, and he was sharp. And if he brings that to this shootout this evening, I'll tell you what, Helfery and Matlock are going to have a big tussle indeed.
Well, I'll tell you what, SVB better be happy that Dennis Hatch didn't have time to get used to the table in his early shootout match, because it very well could have been Dennis taking out SVB in that shootout final.
But I was talking with Cleve Thompson earlier today. He was in the comms box. I mean, we were talking about the mixed pairs for this evening, and he was quite excited about it. And he sort of made a very good point. He said about Helfery and Matlock, they're almost telepathic the way they work together. There's no big conversation. They just know each other's shots and where to leave them. And then I tend to agree. This is a great start.
But Dennis Hatch here in the Stars and Stripes breaking off. And this is a big opportunity. Excuse me, I apologize. This is a big opportunity for Dennis Hatch and Lulu. They're at the table, they have a ball down, and they have a pretty good run in front of them. Well, there's something to talk about there. A big miss by Lulu. Unable to drop that ball in the pocket. Now, Dave Matlock, Jordan Hellfrey are going to go back to work on this rack. They are leading 1-0.
Another great shot there from Dave Matlock. Like you say, yes, they are one ahead, Helfery and Matlock. And it's looking very much like this is going to be 2-0.
Yeah, Jordan's got to play this 13 ball with just a little bit of backspin to give Dave a good shot on. She actually went forward, which is okay too. She did end up kind of on the wrong side of the 11, but I don't think it's going to matter. These punchy shots can get a little tough on the slick Brunswick table, but Dave Matlock has hit that one very well.
Yeah, she can just play this plainly now into the side pocket, cue ball off the bottom cushion, and then the 8 in either corner. Well, in goes the 8, and that is now Helfery and Matlock 2-0 in front.
It is important to know that we are playing shootout rules, so golden breaks, golden ducks all count.
All
30-minute match clock. Always a chance for a 6-ball shootout and some buzzer beaters along the way. So keep an eye on that match clock. It'll definitely come into play once we get down to that 10-minute mark, because then we will drop down to a 15-second shot clock. So just keep your eyes on that as this match progresses. And again, we apologize. The scoreline is 2-0. We will get that fixed as soon as possible. The action on the table.
If not, we'll keep telling you what the score is anyway.
Exactly.
Unless our mathematics fail. I think we're okay at counting to 6 between the two of us. I can count to 3 or 4, and you can get the other 2.
Well, you're putting a lot of faith in me.
I know I am.
And Dennis Hatch at the table has an opportunity. He was just sitting over here. He was watching the mini game shootout that we do during the break on Saturdays, and he was having some fun with it, enjoying the craziness and the wackiness that comes with it.
Yeah, it's all good fun. Keeps the crowd entertained.
Yeah, the crowd had a blast.
That's lovely control there from Kibaroglu.
Not easy to get around like that. She played it well. This ball needs to travel a little bit.
He's got there. She has a choice of 7 and 4. For me, it's a 7. Flick that in with a bit of right hand spin and come off 3 rails and leave Dennis on the 4. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Not thin enough. The weight was right.
Couldn't ask for a better leave.
So, Dave Matlock. And now we do have the score corrected. That is 2-0. Well, he wanted that 10 to come away from the 9 a little bit more than that. But there's multiple stripes there that can break them out. No urgent panic or... Sorry, no panic or... I was about to say, could he do it here? But I don't think... I think the angle's too wide.
Yeah, I think so too. And you don't want to try and cheat the pocket. I think this is good, though, other than the fact that she's tree-topped. If she can play this and hold the cue ball, there's a possibility.
Yeah, but this is easy at all, I don't think.
Okay, she's actually going to roll forward and give him the good angle. Look at this. He's going to be able to punch this forward and move that 9-ball out.
Yeah, that's a great shot.
Good shot on her for setting up the shot. That was pretty solid.
And this is going to be 3-0 in very, very quick fashion as well.
I'll tell you, Jordan Helfery is one lucky girl. Because having a mentor like Dave Matlock is, I mean, in pool, that's the best you can get. I mean, the guy's been around for so long. He knows everything there is to know. He's probably forgotten more than I'll ever know. And she's getting first-hand knowledge. Ooh. Oh, no. She's a little quick on the timing there. She was a little quick to fire, and I think that's what caused the...
I thought she should have maybe took it up in the top. I think it's an easier shot.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you there.
She's overcut it, so she's in it too thin, and that's why she's scratched.
And
but this is a lifeline for Kibaroglu and Hatch. They were going 3 down. So Dennis Hatch with the 8 in the side pocket, in it goes. 2-1.
It's a solid win right there. And we're just about a third of the way through the match clock. It's moving at a good pace. Uh-oh.
And that's another scratch.
And that's just a horrible kiss. You saw the way the cue ball collided there.
But then the cue ball was very low after the break.
Look at the cue ball. It's going to go to the bottom rail and get collided with the 14, or the 6, excuse me, and just shot straight into the pocket like a rocket.
So Dave Matlock at the table.
I don't see any big issues here, Tony. I think this is all tic-tac-toe. You just got to make sure that you don't do anything crazy. Everything has a pocket. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. Dave trying to go after a tougher ball, and in the meantime, he's broken up the one issue that the Stripes had. Dennis and Lulu are in a great position to tie this up.
And it's remarkable because, let's say 4 minutes ago, it was plain sailing. It was going to look, well, it was looking 3-0, Helfery and Matlock, you know, halfway towards the target of 6. And then Helfery's scratched on the 8. Dave Matlock's missed a ball he'd probably knock in his sleep. And all of a sudden, like you say, the chance is there to go 2-2.
Yeah, that was a huge mistake there by Dave. I think he was trying to do a lot. And Dennis and Lulu are going to make him pay for that. It come up a little short on this one. You can still just stop it and shoot it to the side. A stop shot will get him there.
He's brought it back a couple of ball rolls, and Lulu Kibaroglu with this 14 ball. Maybe come round the back of the 1 and the 2 to get onto the 8. But she tried to check it and hold, and that's a dangerous shot. So she's got there. Wow.
Playing a check English shot on this table is very dangerous because it's so slick that it doesn't react the same. Is that you're going to let your opponents get to the table with only one issue? And in this case, when he missed it, the issue got worse. And here, this is just pure bad luck.
Yeah. So Dave Matlock now scratches on his break. Well, Lulu Kibaroglu scratched on her break in the last rack.
And ball in hand, and for anybody who doesn't know the rule, it is behind the line. You can shoot any direction, but you must stay behind the line.
In the kitchen.
In the kitchen, yes.
Now, does she play this 15 and try and come off the bottom rail and kick into the 9? Yes, she does.
Got it out great. Dennis having to stretch a little bit for that one, but he hits it good, leaves her a great shot.
Well, it's perfect here now. 13, played a 9 in the side. 12 at the top. You got the 10 plonked next to the 8.
If you're going to shoot this ball, you have to leave the cue ball good.
Yeah, you just want to play with a bit of top right-hand English. Push the cue ball into the gap of the 3 and the 2. That's heavy. That is really heavy. Did not want to be there. So I wanted it there.
Dennis pointing, hey, it probably would have been better if it was right here.
Yeah, I mean, that's just lack of not playing out in that on that arena table.
Yeah. I normally don't like kicking at a ball you can see, but I think in this situation, I think it's the right shot.
Mm. Oh, what a shot from Dennis Hatch.
Has he hooked her?
No, he hasn't.
Got it.
Wow, that is an incredibly good shot.
Yeah, a little risk reward there, and it's worked out for him.
Well, he rescued Lulu there, did Dennis Hatch, but the end result is the rack.
Other than Lulu's one overroll.
Dennis Hatch smashes the break.
Uh-oh.
The 15s come to help. And it's gone, and they stay at the table.
And nothing is touching. Everything is pretty wide open. Tony, just based on the opening shot, do you like the stripes here? Or would you rather take the solids?
I would have took solids, I think. I would have made took the risk with the 4-bore into the side pocket. Then again, all depends on how well you're playing and how confident you are, because if you're feeling a little bit edgy, I'd rather take the stripes because you had the easier shot to keep at the table. But
yeah. Especially in 8-ball, it's so important to get the correct suit. If there's one suit that looks way better than the other, you might want to take an easier shot just to ensure that you get the one you want.
Well, position needs to be of the optimum now with the 14, 11 and 9 left to go, because they are open, but if you're going to play the 14 and then the 11, you have to be absolutely pinpoint on the 11 to be able to bring the cue ball back to play the 9.
I feel like you can play the 9-ball and get better shape. Not better, but get shape on the 11. This is going to be tough.
This is okay, because Lulu can just draw this back, or she can just actually stop it and let Dennis play the cut up the rail. We know he can cut a ball. What about the last one? So this will be easy compared to what he's just faced. So he's got the 9 up the rail.
And again, just control the cue ball. Leave your partner an easy shot on the 8-ball. Ooh. Oh, no.
Well, I thought he was just going to play twice across and then the 8-ball down in the bottom right-hand corner.
Yeah, I thought the same, but maybe there was something he didn't like about it. Maybe fear of hitting the 3-ball, but...
Or a scratch.
Yeah.
So he put a load aside on the cue ball, took the scratch out of the conversation, but by doing that, he's managed to hook Lulu behind the 6.
All right, kicking at the 8-ball.
Oof.
Oh.
Kicking. More like jumping.
Ball off the table. Ball in hand.
And just when you think one partnership is sailing away, some catastrophe befalls them, and this might now turn the match around the other way.
This has been so back and forth, and something that we have kind of neglected at this point. We're only a minute away from that 15-second shot clock, and if these teams are not quite firing on all cylinders, it's going to get even harder once they have half the time.
What do you reckon? 6-ball shootout in the first match?
You know, stranger things have happened.
So in the pairs, if 6-ball shootout, because you just can't nominate a player, you have to play the same Scotch doubles way you play.
Yeah, exactly. 6-ball shootout playing Scotch doubles, which our very first mixed pairs was decided
Yeah.
in a 6-ball shootout. And we'll get to see those teams a little bit later on. Tarek Connors and Tom Cousins, as well as Justin Bergman and Tina Larson.
Oh, what's Dave Matlock done? It always come far enough. Just for a fleeting second now, I thought he hit that too soft.
Yeah, we've had 2 renditions of the mixed pairs championship, and both teams are here. Both Dave Matlock, Jordan Helfery, who took out Justin Bergman and Tina Larson. And there we go, 3-3, 10 minutes left. All right, here we go. It's almost like it's a brand new match, Tony.
It is.
Race to 3, 10 minutes to go. Balls down on the break everywhere. And Dave wastes no time shooting that ball. He's overrolled just a little bit, I believe. But Jordan's going to have this 13. Does the 14 pass the 3? I think it does. Not the 14, the 12, excuse me.
Well, I think we're playing the 10 now. So
Play the 12 bottom right rather than bottom left.
yeah, it looks that way.
What do you like for the 8 ball? I think
No, it must pass.
okay.
Me, draw the cue ball up, 8 ball, bottom right corner. But
And
she's
that's-
going to, if Jordan's going to play it, she's going to play into the cushion. It has to miss the 2 ball and come back. And that's what she's going to be doing. That's what Dave instructed her to do, because this is where he wanted to shoot the 8. And in goes the 8. And that's 2 in a row now for Helfery and Matlock, and they're in front by 4 racks to 3.
And Eylul Kibaroglu
And she's gone dry.
broke dry.
Helfery Matlock partnership take the solids. Oh, how's this going to run? It's okay.
A little bump there, but I think she'll be okay.
Yeah, Dave can see the 3 ball. Makes the 3 ball. Had a little bump into the 8. He was just a little bit cautious of where that was going to land, but Jordan can see the 1 ball. Has she come too far?
I think she just came far enough for the 6 ball, maybe. Maybe not.
I don't think so. She wants to obviously land on the 7, and Dave's, yeah, he's going to have to kick. Not happened.
Does, and it's unsuccessful. No ball in hand, but an open shot at the table. And I think Dennis and Lulu are in prime position to tie this match back up.
Nicely played there by Dennis Hatch. like you say, it looks like the Turkey-USA partnership is going to pull level. But Dennis is now going to have to shoot the 14 in the side pocket. It's a 9 ball that's the awkward ball. He's going to try and get it now. If that nudges into the 8, oh, absolutely perfect.
Yeah, you couldn't have hit that any better.
No, he couldn't.
She looks like she's trying to stun this ball. It's a scary shot. I feel like she could have just rolled forward.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done too much with it. I think she could have just stopped it. This should be okay. Can't see Dennis Hatch missing this. Been in great form earlier today, so he's well and truly warmed up. And this 8 to level the match once again.
Well, and here's the situation we're in. That was a 3-minute rack. Justin Bergman, Tina Larson, and Tarek Connor, and Tom Cousins. Oh, watch out, 8 ball.
Oh. And look at the 13 still spinning up the top.
The time is running, but the shot clock is not yet. Now it is. And Lulu and Dennis Hatch deciding what they want to do. 5 seconds. They're going to use their extension. Only 15 seconds on the extension.
You need to be quick. This is good. This is good for stripes. Just nudge up on the 9 or gone past it, even better.
Yeah, the one, and it's not really an issue, but the one thing you got to be careful about is the 14 ball. You need to be at a good angle so you can have a shot on the 11.
There's a couple of ways you can go here. I mean, obviously you're going to take out the 13 ball at the top. But then it's come down. I'd like to get in the gap there with the 14. And that is absolutely perfect here for Kibaroglu and Hatch. Well, that does a 9 go past the 3 and the 8? I'm not sure it does. I'm not sure they can even get to it. And if they've already used the extension, so this is where the chaos comes into the game. What's the cue ball going? Is this going to knock the 8 in? Oh my word!
What just happened?
The 8 has been knocked in. Helfery and Matlock now lead 5 racks to 4 on the hill. Dennis, well, we can see the funny side is incredible. The clock's caught them out. And that's what happens. It's a crazy, crazy game, the mixed pairs shootout.
What a finish.
And Helfery and Matlock didn't even go to the table in that rack, but they've managed to win it.
Only a golden break or a golden duck.
Oh, the 8 was moving, then it got stopped quickly.
He's got a ball down. Oh, and it's messy. This is messy.
I still think solid at the plate.
I agree. Use the 13 to stop your cue ball here. Whoa.
I think Kibaroglu was trying to attack that little bunch and get up into that area.
All right, keep an eye on the clock, guys. We may be in for a buzzer beater. Nice little touch here. The 5 ball goes in the side pocket, correct? It's a little touchy.
Yeah, it's a knee wobbler.
Oh, what just happened?
Well, the bank's available, I think. I think the 5 can be banked in the side pocket.
You want to risk the tournament life on it?
Yeah, but I think that with the throw you can get it. That's a
Oh,
great hit.
look at this.
It's a great hit. Well, it's going to have to be the 7.
She needs to draw all the way back.
Absolutely.
But you can't draw back too far because of where the 14 is. You want to bump the 14 with this draw shot.
This is an absolute massive shot. So they need to run this out. And if they run it out, I'm telling you now, we're going six-ball shootout. That's a great shot.
Oh, my goodness. Dennis Hatch has a pretty slim 5-ball in the side pocket.
But it was such a great shot to get the cue ball back. I think he's coming back and going down into this bottom left.
He switched sides.
He's made it.
Oh, my goodness.
Where's the cue ball?
Oh, no.
She needs to kick it. And she has to come off the side cushion, kick it back. And, well, you've got 2 chances. Bottom left or bottom right. Oh, hello.
Oh, man.
Wow.
And just like that, 16 seconds on the clock at the end of that shot. Jordan does need to play 1 shot.
But run it down so wouldn't even have time to come around the table.
Wow.
Well, that was incredible stuff.
Wow. I can't say how exciting that was. We were this close to a 6-ball shootout. It wasn't meant to be.